Hello everybody, glad you could make it. My name is Kaylee Ellen and welcome to this video. I'm going to start by saying I didn't realise that I would probably be putting this video out on the 1st of April. Sorry, I have random cat hair on my nose. It's not an April Fool, just thought I'd get that out of the way. So if you can see from the title, which I don't know what it is yet, I want to talk today about an experience I've had with a shop. Now then, this is a new space for me to navigate. But I want to talk about it, and I've given this one a lot of thought. The plant that I've been waiting for I think about 3 weeks now has finally arrived today. It is next to me, off camera. We're going to unbox it. But before we unbox it, I'd like to talk about basically my general experience with this shop, alright? And I've made some notes because I want to go over the whole thing. Hopefully we won't have to move too much. The sun is passing over. This is usually why I wait to film things till later in the day, because this happens. Let me get up my notes, guys. This needs to be done properly and it needs to be done accurately. So this is why I've made notes on it, right? So as I've mentioned, this video is about some problems I've experienced with a shop in the UK. And I'm making a video on this because you guys have followed this, or a lot of you have. You followed it on Instagram for a couple of weeks now, I think. So I don't want to say everyone's invested, but obviously everyone is curious to know what is going on, what the outcome was, what the shop is, what's going on. I've had a lot of messages about this shop. So funny enough, a lot of you were able to actually guess the shop. A lot of you private messaged me about the shop, correctly identifying the shop. And personally, I didn't give any information away on the shop. I've kept the shop completely quiet until today's video. So that was very interesting. And it was a few of you guys actually that said to me, listen, you need to go and do some Googling on the shop because they're known for doing these things. So anyway, I had to sit on this for a while. I thought no matter what the outcome is, whether I get this plant or not, and we will go into the full thing, how do I handle this? Okay. I don't want to sit here and tell people not to buy from a certain shop. That's a bit rich. Do you know what I mean? But I also think if I've had a bad experience, there's a lot of competition in the UK. There's a lot of good shops out there. You know, do people want to know my experience? Plus, I'm not the only person that's had this experience, and that does change things a little bit, to be honest. So I sat and thought about it, and I thought, you know what? I'm just going to tell you from start to finish what's happened. And then we're going to unbox the plant and we're going to take a look at it. That's the best way forward in my position that I could think of doing this. So that's the route we're going to take, guys. So I have a shit ton of notes on my phone. I ordered the plant that is in this box on the 6th of March this year, right? I ordered an Alocasia Longiloba purple. I think it was about 60 Great British pounds. I'm aware there's a markup on that. We'll get into that. That's not a problem, okay? And yeah, I ordered it on the 6th. On the 8th of March, I went back again to the same website and I ordered a variegated Alocasia Pink Dragon, which you guys have seen in my videos. So the 6th of March was a Thursday. The 8th of March was a Saturday, okay? Shipping because I made separate orders, unfortunately, shipping was £6.99, so £7 express delivery, which I didn't have a choice of paying. I had to pay that. So the first parcel, the one with the variegated Pink Dragon that you guys have already probably seen, that was delivered on the 13th of March, which the delivery is a little bit deceptive there, I'm going to be honest, because when you say express delivery, you assume it means express delivery straight away. What I think they mean is we will send it express when we decide to send it. Now, don't get me wrong. We're talking about the second plant, which I ordered on the 8th of March. That was on a Saturday. I'm not expecting it to be delivered on Monday, but I'm not really expecting it to be dispatched all the way through till late Wednesday evening. You see what I'm saying? But anyway, I don't really have much of a problem with that at all. That's just maybe something that the website should put on their FAQ. Like, hey, we send express. It doesn't mean you're getting it the next day. It more means when we do send it, this is how we send it. So anyway, that was delivered on March 13th. I emailed to check the status of both orders at the time because I thought, hey, they're delivered separately. I'd had more updates on the one I ordered later than the one I ordered earlier, and I thought, okay, right, that's odd, okay. I emailed customer service and they told me that, obviously, prior to it being sent, the variegated Alocasia was going to be with me by that Thursday, and the thing they said about the second plant, the Longiloba, the purple one, was that they were expecting it to be with me by the end of the week. In the email, they said ordered it from a different range, but they said the range. So it was obviously something copy and pasted or changed or something. So let's just assume they meant a different range. I don't know how much receipts I'm showing you, to be honest. I have all the receipts. I just don't really think I don't think it's that necessary, but I'll just say how I feel in editing, and, you know, if something explains my point better, then I'll put it in, kind of thing. Anyway, it did sound off to me, though, that the second plant was coming later, because they said I'd ordered it from a different range. And I'm like, right, okay. So the first thing that says to me is that you probably don't have the actual plant, which it's not completely unheard of for a shop to do that, but I think most of them tend to have them in stock when they say they've got them in stock. It's kind of like what you do when you've got a shop. But anyway, the thing that got me about this was they said it would probably be delivered by the end of that week. However, obviously when I ordered one plant on the Thursday and the other one on the Saturday, I wasn't expecting, just from my knowledge of running a shop or whatever, I wasn't expecting anybody to be dispatching anything on the weekend. So if they knew something was going to be with me by Thursday that has taken that long to prepare, that only leaves one more working day in the week, right? Which is the Friday. So I did think, by the end of the week, what do you mean by the end of the week? You know what I mean? But anyway, I left it. I just think they should have known where the plant was at that point. Do you know what I mean? I feel like if they'd had it, why can't it come a day earlier if you're saying by the end of the week? But it's not quite the point anyway. So on the 14th of March, I emailed saying, basically, in my own words, hi, I'm still waiting on my first order. There is only one working day left in the week. Do you have any updates? Which is basically what I've just said to you. I get a customer service agent, and it's the same person I've dealt with the entire time. When I say customer service agent or whatever, then customer service, that's the same person I'm talking about, which I suppose is sort of relevant. So customer service replies and said basically, hi, yeah, it's showing as delivered. Here's a photograph. And it is a photograph of me accepting delivery at my door. It's one of those pictures where they take a picture of your feet or whatever, I don't know, in a box. And I was like, no, the other one. I've just sent you an email saying there's 2 orders. What's happening with the other one? And they basically emailed me back a photo going, we've delivered it. And I'm like, but bearing in mind, this is in the same email chain as the previous email where I've said, these are 2 orders. Could I have an update on both orders? So maybe they didn't read further up the chain. I don't know what's gone wrong there. I really don't know what's gone wrong there. But anyway, I basically emailed back and said, hi, yeah, there's 1 plant in that box. And thank God I still had the box, because I have the box. It's still in my shed, and there was an invoice in the box. I knew it had 1 plant on the invoice. I thought, oh my God, if you're going to try and do me out of a plant here, I'll be pissed. But anyway, I emailed back saying, hi, yeah, there's 1 plant in the box. I'm talking about the other order, the longer lobe purple. And to triple make sure that she knew there was an order there, I went back to the email confirmation of the first order. I grabbed the order number. And then did I email back from that chain, or did I just paste through the number? I emailed back the chain I was already speaking on, and basically said, here's the order number for this one. I waited 2 days, and I got nothing at all. I emailed on the 16th, which is the Sunday. So this has gone through the full, we will expect it to be with you by the end of the week. We've gone to the Sunday now. This is the 16th. I said, could you please advise when my order would be delivered? I paid for express delivery, but I think we can both agree it's taking a while now. Slightly sassy. I'm not gonna lie, slightly sassy. And again, I'm more or less paraphrasing what I'm saying and what they're saying. And honestly, guys, if this wasn't a shop where, they do just get stuff from the Netherlands in and ship it on, I would be, my feelings would be different, okay? You've already kind of told me that that's kind of what you're doing, which is not amazing. I'm going to be honest, not amazing. There are other shops in the UK that, I don't know, I don't want to judge, but there are other shops in the UK that don't do that. I'm not saying, by the way, that's an unacceptable business model. I have to make that really clear. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying it's one of the slightly lazier ends of the business models you can have, but it's not bad. It's not inherently bad. It's just, in this case, it's causing a bit of, problems. And it's made me less tolerant, because I know you just have to get it in. You should know when that plant's coming to you in a shipment or whatever else. And if I'm wrong, which I don't think I am, then it's in your warehouse or one of your warehouses. So why can't you tell me when it's probably coming? You get what I'm saying? But I just want to point out, if it was a different shop, like the standard shop that we think of when we think of like a smaller shop selling rare stuff and it's propagated, it's grown there, whatever, I would have a lot more tolerance. I need you to know this, because obviously I've been there. I know what it's like. Shit goes wrong, guys. God, if I could count the amount of times stuff has gone wrong for me and the stuff like the money I've lost, the things that have happened, it would make your eyes water. Thousands sometimes. Okay. So I'm not judging on that. I'm judging on their business model and the time frame they're giving me. So anyway, she never replies, the customer service agent. So I reached out the next day using the email chain from the first order. So the first time I was like, hey, what's going on with my orders? I just replied from the second order confirmation. So this time I've gone back to the first order confirmation and I've started an email chain up just to put the order confirmation in front of their face going, yo, where is this? I thought that was the best thing to do because obviously me sending whatever I've sent hasn't really worked. So I did that. I said, hi, can I please know the status of this order? Just really nothing else. I got nothing. So I went on to Instagram and this is where it changes quite a bit. And I messaged the shop's Instagram hoping that obviously somebody else was doing emails to doing an Instagram. That usually happens. Not always, don't get me wrong. I don't know the structure of the company, but usually that happens. So I said, hi, is there anyone that can help me with an order? The person that got back to me it was actually quite quick. It was maybe an hour or so. I can't really remember, but the person that got back to me, guys, was the owner of the shop. I know this because I Googled it, okay? So they said, sure, yeah, let me know. I'll do my best to help. And then they signed off with the name of the owner. I go, sure, right, thank you, much appreciated, whatever. Here's my order number, whatever I said. Or I just said, here's my order number. I then hear nothing from the owner, but what I do get about, was it less than an hour? I get an email back from the customer service agent that ignored me. So obviously what's happened here is he's got that through, going, oi, sort this out. And the customer service agent's gone, right, okay, I'll pull that up and I'll sort that out. To which the customer service agent now emails me back saying, hi, the plant is ordered from our range that is fresh from the grower. This means there is a 5 to 7 day delivery period for these plants. We're due to send your order this week as soon as possible. But you weren't. You were supposed to send it over a week ago. And 5 to 7 days, we're quite a bit out of that actually. We've gone nearly 5 days over the 7 days. So and you can't seem to tell me where anything is. By this point, by the way, the plant is now out of stock on their website, which really bothered me. That really bothered me because I just thought, it's gone. You don't have it anymore. You don't have it anymore. Especially if you're maybe keeping some stock in your shop and then you're getting the rest in from like what I would call a broker, so a supplier from Netherlands, then you definitely haven't got it. So now you're just stalling. Oh, that was my thought. That's not something I'm saying they were doing, but that was genuinely what I was starting to think. And I did sort of say things to this effect on Instagram. I'll put stuff up here where appropriate or whatever, right? Just so you can like connect the dots back up. So we're overdue to ship it. But the thing that's concerned me the most is I think they were just hoping to order it in and then no one would know kind of thing. Because I had already checked with all the brokers and there was no availability. By this point, by the way, it was out of stock on the shop's website and it was out of stock everywhere in the EU, pretty much. There was a couple of websites in other countries that had it, and thank you so much to people that actually messaged me those websites, but most of them don't ship to the UK. So thank you for that. That's really quite cute. But obviously I couldn't get those. Plus the shop already has £60, which I think is a lot of money. Just sort of sat with them. So I'm starting to get a bit ticked off, to be honest, because I'm like, I think I am I'm just being lied to. Like this is just, you're just not being honest now, because I kind of get a feel for what's going on and you're just not being honest. I never heard from that customer service agent ever again, by the way. They just stopped. So I went back to where I was getting a response. Obviously I went to Instagram. I said, hi, could I have clarification as to if either yourselves or your broker has the plant in stock? It would seem it's unavailable everywhere in the EU and your customer service advisor is picking and choosing which of my queries to answer. Some transparency would be appreciated. That's all I'm saying. I'm not demanding a refund. I'm not starting a fucking PayPal case that everyone likes to do. I'm not doing any of that. I just want to know, have you even got the plant? If your broker has it, I'm not trying to shame you. Just where is it? Is there one? Just tell me. Just listen, I've waited a good couple of weeks. Just tell me. I'm quite honestly, guys, I'm a ridiculously reasonable person, especially when it comes to shit like this, right? I've lived it. I'm not going to sit here and say things don't go wrong, okay? I just wanted some transparency. I'm going to switch over to the DMs because I haven't got notes on what they said, so let me just go get them for you. They said, and this is the effect of basically someone clicking on my profile picture and finding my Instagram profile. So it says, "Hi Kaylee, sorry for the late reply. Just speaking to the nursery, we had these in stock, but they were poor quality, so we've asked the grower to send some new ones, but still waiting for them. I can only apologize for this and get this refunded for you. Sorry for the inconvenience." And I thought, I have not come this far. I haven't. I really haven't. So I sort of bit back, I'm not gonna lie. I was as polite as I could possibly be because I don't believe in being rude, okay? I said, "Hi, is there an option to wait for this plant or is it at a point where you can only refund?" I said this because if I didn't go with this shop at this point, I'm probably not getting this plant. And I did want the plant, hence I bloody ordered it, okay? I ordered it ages ago. So I said, "Can I wait?" I then said, "I would have appreciated if the customer service representative I had been speaking to was simply more upfront about this and I would have been understanding. From my perspective, it just seems to have been overlooked and now the Netherlands broker's supply is gone and you guys are simply unable to provide the plant. I'm very disappointed as the name of another shop had this in stock at the same time, but I decided to purchase from you guys instead. Now I've missed out on it." I think they had a slight sale on it. That's the thing as well. There was this, and then there was like one of the places that had it in stock at the time, but this website was just ever so slightly cheaper, and it just had like a little mini discount. So I was like, right, okay, cool. Why are you putting a discount on it if you don't have it? Like, what? Anyway, they said, "Hi Kaylee, yes you can wait. Hopefully they will arrive later this week, but need to wait to ensure they do actually arrive in good condition. Speaking to our customer service, they were unaware the nursery were waiting for better stock. I'll ensure this communication is better going forward." And I said, "Okay, thank you for clarifying." So we still don't know what's happening with the plant really, but I still said, "Okay, thanks." They said, "Are you happy to wait and I can update you later in the week once they arrive." I now notice that they're being extra accommodating and extra nice. So they've definitely given me a little bit of a clicky on Instagram, okay? You can tell. I said, "I would like to wait, but I would ask that I could be notified before sending and I reserve the right to opt for a refund as long as the plant is not sent." So basically what I'm saying is, look, I'm saying yes to you getting it for me. I'm basically alluding to, if I want to cancel before you've sent it, can I? And get a refund. Just in case another shop came forward and potentially found the plant for me. Stranger things have happened, guys. And then they said yes, for sure. And I said, okay, cool. Then this is where we really know that they're aware now of what is going on. I don't know if they read my Instagram stories and stuff like that. I actually don't know. But they said, "I'll come back to you on here. My email is, if you do need to get in contact anytime. Apologies once again about the customer service received so far." I was like, ooh, okay. Personal email. Right. Cool. And I said, "Thank you. I genuinely appreciate it." Still being super nice, super tolerant. "All good. Have a lovely the rest of your day." I said, "Thank you. You too." I said, "Thank you, you too." So I think 2 days later, I love this because I think this shop was having a little mini flap, to be honest, because 2 days later I get a message that says, "Hey Kaylee, just an update. The grower has literally one left and it will arrive with us next Wednesday." Next Wednesday. "It's yours if you still want it by then." So it sounds like he would let me literally cancel all the way up until they got it, which, yeah, okay, they should do that. He sends me a picture of said plant. Here's a picture of said plant. And he says, "It looks great quality, so no worries on that front. Apologies again for the delay." I said, "Hi, yes, I'm happy to take that. Thank you." So I've accepted it at this point. Gets to the 21st, which I've heard nothing. And normally I would just trust these people's word, but because it's all a bit scatty, I emailed again. I Instagram messaged. I just said, "Hi, name, just checking to see if there are any updates." And they waited till last night late. I noticed, I messaged, and then they printed the shipping label. And this makes me chuckle a little bit, right? So when I ran my shop, I had this problem all the time. People would contact me. It still happens with Profolium sometimes, actually. So people would contact me and be like, "Yo, this is still waiting to be collected by the courier. Has the box got lost? You know, is it just sat somewhere? Have you forgotten?" And no, what tends to happen is with our shipping broker that we used, which was Easy Ship, we still do use it actually. When you print the label, annoyingly, the shop tells you that it's shipped just because we printed the label. But all that actually means is it could have been a Sunday, for example, a Sunday afternoon or a Saturday afternoon. We've decided to be really ahead with the game. We printed all the labels off and we're going to do the boxing late on Sunday or early Monday morning for the plants to go out. But what you guys would think is that it's just in limbo all weekend and it's really bad. So I chuckled at this just due to my understanding of that. And it's like I messaged immediately. There was a shipping label printed, knowing that probably I'd get that notification. Because either that or it was a terrible coincidence and it just happened like really soon, but I don't think so. So I get a message later last night saying, "Hi Kaylee, collected by DHL today. As soon as it reaches their hub later today and scanned, you'll receive an email with tracking info," which I did. I said, "Okay, thank you. I assume it's probably out for delivery tomorrow, ? And I've had no reply. And that is the last we hear. But let me just go back to my notes in case I've missed anything. My notes basically says, look, like, I don't think that anyone else would have got the guy's email to sort this out. I don't think that anyone else would have had the owner scramble to find one plant from a nursery to send me. Do you see what I'm saying? I'm not saying I'm not appreciative of it. That's amazing. That's above and beyond in a way. I mean, you fucked it up in the first place, but whatever. You're trying to fix it. But I'm not so sure that they would have done that if I'd messaged for let's just say I picked a different account. Like I picked like a personal account or something, or I did it through my girlfriend's account or something like that. I don't know. I don't think I would have got the same response, mainly because when I was talking to customer service, I didn't get that response. I just got a load of just wish-wash, to be honest. I'm less impressed with the customer service agent than what I am the owner. But anyway, I appreciate really genuinely that they've gone out the way to fix that. But I think they knew there was a problem early, clearly, in the process, and they didn't say anything, which is kind of a shame, guys. It's kind of a shame. I'm not shitting on them. I'm just saying that's kind of a shame. Now we're going to unbox the plant, and then I'm going to give you my final thoughts. So if you're waiting for the unboxing, there we go. So I haven't said what the shop is, but it's on the box. So I'm about to tell you what the shop is. So let's do that. I'll get some scissors. Oh. Cat's going to want their lunch and they can't have it. It's because I've locked them out. Literally, this box came and they would not leave it alone. And I thought, oh my God, I can't do an unboxing on camera. Something go wrong and it'd be the fault of my cats. So this box is completely intact. And here is the name of the company. This is not going to be a surprise to a lot of you. A lot of you guessed it. A lot of you. And I was actually surprised by the amount of people that guessed the company. Now, I've had plants from them before. This is actually why I ordered from them again. I think the Florida Ghost and the Siltepecana came from them, and they were fine. Credit where it's due, they were fine. There was no problems. I think they're even dispatched reasonably in a timely manner. Like, it was okay. But the only thing I'll say is if you're going to order from this shop, maybe don't do it in cold weather, because this is a very standard box that they send no matter how big the plant is, by the way. And obviously there are big holes in the box. So this is more of a fair weather, you know, ordering situation. I would not be doing this in winter. So just a little bit of a word on that, but let's just see what's inside. So to recap, we are expecting, I'm saying it like it's not going to be in the box. Of course it's going to be in the box. We're expecting an alocasia longiloba purple. Just so we know, just so we're completely up to date. There we go. Oh, God. I'm so itchy. Right. Oh, that's not something I expected. It says on the box, sorry for being late, which, okay, I appreciate it. It's almost like you knew I would do this. Okay, sorry for being late. Little note. Oh, and there are 2 plants in the box. There are 2 plants in the box, guys. I joke not. Wow, that's pretty though. Okay, interesting. This is the invoice for the original plant. It does say the order that I ordered here. So I'm covering my address, March 6th. And it's just for that. Wow, okay, this is interesting. This is interesting. It says, thank you for shop. This is just generic invoice, but it says missing plants. Sometimes our packing team decide not to include a plant if it's deemed poor quality. In this instance, we would prefer to refund you instead of deliver a substandard plant. Please let us know if you would like a different plant instead of a refund. Orders are sometimes sent in separate deliveries due to our plant nurseries and warehouses being in different locations. Yeah, but there's different locations and there's using a broker, but that's fine. Again, not knocking it. Right, let's do the extra gift first, because I'm assuming that's what this is. Do you see what I mean? Like, I'm not sure that they would do this for anybody else. If they have done this for you, please let me know in the comments. I would be interested. So hopefully I can actually just pull this out. Oh, sorry guys, this might take me a hot minute because I'll say one thing. They're very secure when they are in here. I will say that. Don't damage the other one. Right. So this is not the plant I ordered. This is an extra plant, and I can already see what it is. It is very clear to me. Oh, I don't really want to get... You see this? No. I don't really want to get soil everywhere. So this, I do believe, is a Syngonium red spot tricolor. And it's all over the place, but it's here. And this is the plant. Remembering I did not order this. They've sent this extra, which... Fair play, fair play. Thank you very much. We'll pop this down. I haven't had one of those for years. Do you remember when red spot tricolors... Sorry, I'll pick it up again. Do you remember when these were like, wow, so much money? I remember I ordered some in, and I think I ordered like 5 and I ended up with 1, and oh my God, it was just the order from hell. Like, I remember this. There's a couple of plants in here. I think there's at least 2. It's very cute. Very, very cute. I'll be able to grow some nice ones. One's better than the other, I think. This left-hand one is a little bit better, but it's very cute. Sorry. Should have spent more time showing you that. Let's put that down. But the one we want to see is still in here, and I still have to try and get it out. And I am actually excited for this because obviously I've waited like the best part of a month. Let's hope it doesn't have too much shock associated with it. Hang on. Sorry guys, there is no other way to pull this out. If you've ordered from these guys, you'll know what I mean. You just have to kind of get in there. Oh, they've watered it before they sent it as well. They didn't do that with the other one. This one's had a bit of a water, definitely, because this one, look, is damp. The other one is bone dry. So this one, they've made extra sure that it's fine. Oh, I know where it's come from. Interesting. Thank you. It's come from blauerengel.de. So it's come from Germany, which I thought so anyway. It's sent by DHL. The tracking number came from Germany. So I don't know. Maybe they've got a warehouse in Germany. I don't know. I would say no. I would say it's come from there. So I was wondering where this had come from, but never mind. So this is the plant. And to be fair to it, it looks brilliant. It really looks brilliant. And I can't wait to go comb digging in it because I'm hoping that the grower has not done that. I don't think they would. It's not really a standard thing for the grower to do. But this is the plant, guys. And to be fair, it looks incredible. I hope it's going to come off on camera. I realize that the lighting in here is absolutely terrible. Of course, you'll see much more of this, you know, in the future on this channel. You're going to see it a lot because it's going to need to get repotted as well. So that is what it looks like. This is Alocasia longoloba purple. So that's a leaf that is older. And what I think happens, I've seen conflicting information. What I think happens is they come through purple and then they harden this color. Some people say they come through purple and it stays purple. I've really had different takes on it on the internet. Some people say there's 2 different types. Like, I'm still trying to figure it out myself, to be honest with you. But this is kind of what it comes in like, and this is why I wanted it. Because, by the way, if you Google this plant, you need to see it in all of its awesomeness, because it's really quite incredible. I already know it's going to be difficult. We've got really thin petioles. We've got a very, very long leaf. Anything that goes wrong, this plant's going to be fuming with me. And it's going to throw a tantrum. It's probably going to need support at some point. Like, we're in for a ride with this. Don't get me wrong. We really are. I do believe that's a new leaf coming out, and that's a shame because it's going to be terrible. So nobody need judge me on this next leaf coming out when you see it, because look at it. It's very green as well. So we'll see what happens with that. Obviously, it'll live in my cabinet. It's done very well. I think this leaf is a little bit weathered, but it's okay. I should check it for pests. It's got a lot of white dust on it, but I do just think it's dust. It's not pests. It'll get a spray anyway. It'll probably stay in the cabinet like a couple of days. I really just want it out of this because I don't trust myself with coir and stuff. I've said this before, I really don't. But yeah, that is him. Alocasia longiloba purple. It was worth waiting for, and I am very grateful, genuinely, to have this plant. I wish it wasn't tainted by what's happened, if you know what I mean. So we're gonna put this down, or can I put it like next to me or something while I give you my final thoughts? My final thoughts. God, I can't even talk. Beautiful. Look at that. It's gorgeous. It is beautiful plant, guys. It really is. So, the sun is just about to move over and torch me, so I can't even see my viewfinder anymore. Right, so my final thoughts are, look, I ran a shop before. I know that shit happens. And it will always, and I know this because I've lived it, it would always happen to me when something went wrong. It would happen not just with any old plant, it would happen with the most expensive plant that we were sending out. It would happen with a plant that we had one of that we couldn't replace. And it would happen to somebody that was doing an unboxing on camera. It would happen, do you know what I mean? It would happen just in the worst circumstances. It always did that. It's just, I'm sure many of you that have shops can probably relate. The ones that go wrong, honestly, the number one ones that you don't want to go wrong. And I get that. That said, I don't think that's what this is based off what everybody is saying about the shop online. I needn't tell you. You can go and Google it yourself if you're interested or you care. I'm not here to sit here and, spout shit about shop or anything. My issue a little bit is at least having some idea of what their business model is. They would have known ages ago that something was wrong and they just didn't say. I would appreciate if they just say, to be honest. That's something I wish they would do. And I do think this does tend to happen to people a lot. And they're not telling people. And I understand why you don't want to say that you fucked up, especially if you're fucking up with this many people. But you need to maybe, I don't know, come up with a workaround, because whatever your workflow is, whatever your system is, it's obviously not working. So that's, I suppose, a bit of kind feedback, I guess. That was the thing that really got me. There was just a lack of transparency, although I can understand why they weren't transparent. I'm not an idiot, So that's one thing. I'm happy to have the plant, obviously. But I think, guys, the only reason I'm sat here with this plant is because of my account on Instagram. I'm going to be completely honest. Yeah, I might have got this later in the year from another seller or something like that. And honestly, I'm fucking thrilled with this. This is gorgeous. I can't say anything bad about this. It's gorgeous. But I don't think it would have happened if I hadn't gone to Instagram. And that is something to note. If you have an experience different to mine, by the way, where you've received this kind of treatment where something's gone wrong, please, honestly, please put it in the comments and people can read it, because I don't want to just sit here and say, oh, it's because of my account that we're in this position. I'd rather we all just swapped experiences. Being, just honest. I don't want any shop bashing. That's honestly, I know I don't have a shop anymore, guys, but that's really not what I'm here to do. Like, I can give reviews of shops, and I guess that's kind of what this is. But I'm not going to bash a shop unless they really, really do something shit, because stuff does go wrong. It does. This is going to shock you guys, I would consider ordering from them again if, I wouldn't necessarily do it just to test the shop. I would do it if they had something in that I really wanted, it was cheaper than everywhere else, or I couldn't get it anywhere else or whatever. I would attempt to order from them again, and maybe in like 6 months. But I tell you now, I'm not going to do it as me. I'll do it as somebody else, and then I can see if the experience is better. And I'm hoping that it is. I'm really hoping that it is. So if you're thinking, oh, well, if you order again, they're going to know it's you and they're going to do the same thing again. No, they won't, because they won't know. They won't know it's me. So I might do that. Again, I'm not here to tell you to not order from this shop. I'm telling you the experience I had. It's also an unboxing, blah, 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 blah. So yeah, that's essentially it. If you want to leave your experience with this shop in the comments, you can do. Again, I'm not here to bash anybody. I get it. Stuff goes south. Stuff goes south. I just think, be honest. Your customer service, I don't know how they can adequately give you customer service if you say that they don't know that, you're waiting on plans coming in or something. Surely that's something customer service would need to know. I don't know. Or they should be able to have access to. You got access to my orders, so I don't know. But we'll just have to take it as read what they say. Any comments you'd like to leave down below, respectfully so, please feel free to do that. Until then, I'm going to take some pictures of this because it's beautiful. And I'm going to put it in my cabinet. I'll probably put I'll put it in like an outer pot or something, just with a teeny bit of water in the bottom, teeny bit, just so it gets over the shock of being in these temperatures and stuff. And then I'll repot it in a couple of days. At worst, I'll repot it on like Monday or something, which is the day before you're actually seeing this. So yeah, that's it, guys. Sorry, this was a long one, but I just want to make sure I get everything said correctly, because you can't fuck around with stuff like this when it comes to people's businesses. Do you know what I mean? You really can't. Too many people do that. So yeah, that's it. That concludes this video, guys. Hopefully that whole saga is now completed. And in the meantime, if you haven't seen any of my other videos, please feel free to do so. If you're interested in allocation, I have a red plant index on that. I have a few bits of allocation content coming up, actually. Very good. And also, YouTube thinks that these videos might be pretty good for you, so maybe have a click on them. That's it for today's video, guys. Thank you very much, and goodbye.